there are three people that you are going to run into on a daily basis if you have the mentality that you're going to go out and try to build relationships with people so that you can share this incredible technology with them. And the three groups of people that you're going to run across are cynics, skeptics, and players. Now, how many cynics do you have in your group? The answer is none. You don't have any cynics in your group. Why? Because this group of people, they are so negative and they are not recoverable. Okay? If you run into a cynic, the only thing that person is trying to do is tear you down. All right? This person knows nothing about this technology and they think they know everything about it. You want to end that conversation as quickly as you possibly can. You want to kill them before they kill you. Okay, well, not literally, but, well, maybe sometimes. Okay? So don't worry about cynics, you guys, because you're never going to have to deal with them because you'll be able to spot them really, really quickly, and you're going to end that conversation as fast as you possibly can. Now, the second group you're going to run into are the skeptics. Now, skeptics are recoverable. Guys, listen to them. Skeptics will become your strongest business builders. Okay? Their story becomes, hey, listen, I was skeptical, but you know what I learned? I was skeptical, but you know what I learned? Guys, the way to turn a skeptic around is to offer proof. Show them some testimonials. Introduce them to somebody who's already having success. I love skeptics. Okay? Skeptics, like I said, turn out to be some of your best business builders. And then the third group of people that you're going to run into are the players. Okay? Now, the players, these are the people who have their credit card out before you even finish the presentation. Guys, a player will train themselves. Why? Because they've probably already watched the training videos before you even had a chance to go through the entire presentation with them. They will even sign people up and get promoted without any encouragement at all. Okay? This is a good thing. Many of you on this call are players. You guys were players when you signed up. Okay? Many of you, you don't even have active sponsors anymore. Right? You figured it out. You know it's not that tough. You know, someone with entrepreneurial qualities will hit the ground running no matter what. So, cynics, skeptics, and players. Those are the people that you're going to run across. Okay? Now, many times, the reason that you experience a skeptic or a cynic is because you try to present this on the fly. Okay? Don't present the business on the fly. And what I mean by that is you randomly talk to somebody about the Super Patch Company and you try to explain it to them as you're walking by or there's just not enough time. Set a specific time to show the business from start to finish. And, I always tell people it's going to take, if you do a 3-way call with me, it takes less than 15 minutes. If I'm sitting with somebody in person, I say, hey, listen, let's just set 30 minutes aside. Because by the time you answer questions and you do the balance demonstration, it's going to take 30 minutes. All right? If you do this, you are rarely going to experience negativity. When someone takes the conversation south, guys, take it away from them as fast as you can. Because that person's normally a cynic. If this conversation starts to go south and it's like, just try to end that conversation as fast as you can. Don't answer questions until you meet with them, and so that you can show them what this opportunity is all about from start to finish. Your goal is to set up a time to meet in person or on a Zoom. It's very, very difficult for somebody to see the whole picture of what we're doing in 5 minutes. It's like, no. Let's set a time. Let's sit down and let's talk about this. And I'm going to give you all the information that you need to make a decision about what we're doing here. Okay? Now, this business, it is a business. Okay? It truly is a business, and you need to set up a business meeting to explain, how we do it. And if you don't, guys, it kind of cheapens the business when you don't explain it from start to finish. When you try to explain it on the run, it kind of cheapens it a little bit. Let them know that you're going to answer all their questions. It's like, hey, hold on. I'm going to go through the whole thing with you here. Listen, I'll answer all the questions that you have, once I walk through the presentation. Because how many times have you guys, shown the presentation to somebody or talked about? I always say show the presentation, but to me, it's not even showing the presentation. It's just a conversation. It's just a conversation I'm having. And all of a sudden somebody will interrupt you with a question and you're like, okay, in the next 2 sentences, I was going to answer that. And so what I tell people is I say, listen, I'm going to share something with you that's going to sound absolutely crazy. And it's going to take me about 10 minutes to walk through this with you. And I'm sure I'm going to answer most of your questions. So hold your questions and I'll answer those. I'll answer those at the end. So guys, if you're running into people who are skeptical and who are cynical, a lot of times it's because you're trying to present this thing on the fly. Your main job is to get somebody in front of this technology and make sure they see the big picture of what we're doing, not only on the distributor side, the associate side, but also on the customer side. Now, sometimes it's hard to stay motivated, isn't it? It's like every single day it's a grind. And it can be. When I look at my numbers every single morning, I did it again this morning, and I looked at it and went, okay, they could be better, could be worse, but it could always be better. And the question is, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated? You're like, oh my gosh, Steve, I talked to 4 cynics in a row. It's like, how am I supposed to stay motivated? Well, how I stay motivated is I start over every day. I look at what is already built in the organization and I say, okay, that's the base. Now, how can I build from that existing base? And you guys, it's no secret. We're not motivated all the time. Okay? Some days I'm just not motivated. But I don't work the business based on whether I'm motivated or not. I do it based on my long-term goals. And you know how I get remotivated? By working the business. Okay? That's how I get remotivated. I make a phone call. I go talk to somebody. The key to motivation is looking forward to a brighter future. And I think every single one of us on this call, especially this call, and those of you that are listening to it on the replay, you guys are looking to build a business. And you're looking to a brighter future. It's like, man, if I'm making $10,000 a month, I could do X, Y, Z. If I'm making $20,000 a month, I could do X, Y, Z. Yes, none of that happens unless we go help a bunch of people. None of that happens. But we want to go build something better for us. And I'm hoping that's what motivates you, because you're looking towards that brighter future. And I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have a job and you're really excited because you planned a vacation. You got a vacation coming up and you're super, super excited about it. And 3 days before your vacation, you get the news that your boss has a critical project that has to be completed and your vacation gets indefinitely postponed. Now, chances are your motivation went way down, right? People that have no hope get depressed. If you have no hope, it's pretty easy to get depressed. People that have something to look forward to are motivated. And guys, we as entrepreneurs, we get to design our future. That's what we look forward to, and that's what keeps us motivated. Guys, we want a better lives for ourselves and for others. This is why, dream building is so important. And I've had people sit back and go, those dream boards, that stuff's ridiculous. It's really not. It really is not. If you have a dream board and you write goals down and you have them in places that you can see every single day, it'll keep you going. Okay? That's why, going to events and anytime that there's a meeting in your area, you go there and you get to hang around successful people. I think that's really, really a key component in keeping you motivated, towards whatever goal that you have. You must know that, what you're working for is something that you believe in and that is possible. And then you'll be motivated. But motivation is like what? It's like a cup of coffee. It's like a hot cup of coffee. Sometimes the coffee cools off and you need to heat it up again. The point is, don't expect to be motivated all the time, because you won't. Don't decide to work or not based on whether you're motivated. That's the formula for failure. Sometimes you'll need to work whether you're motivated or not. And guys, that's not always easy. But just realize that some days you're going to be off the charts excited. In other days, you're not going to be that excited. And just understand that that's normal.